Hi, I'm Chang, speaking from Academy of Astrology. Today I'm going to talk about Chiron in Aries. Chiron will move into Aries in April 2018, and it will stay there for 6 months. And then from September of 2018, it will move back to Pisces and back to Aries again in February 2019. It will stay here for next 9 years until it moved to Taurus in 2026. Chiron takes 50 years to complete its circle. It goes through the zodiac. But last time when Chiron was in Aries, it was 1968. Because of Chiron's eccentric orbit, so it makes Chiron move very slow from Sagittarius to Cancer. And it moved very fast from Leo to Scorpio. It stayed in Libra and Virgo maybe just something like 18 months. But it stayed in the Aries, Pisces, sometimes like 8 years, 9 years. It takes a long time to go through from Chiron in Pisces, Chiron in Aries. To understand what we can expect when Chiron moves into Aries, I think we can go through the history. But first, in personal level, Chiron represents our wounds and how we heal it. In the mundane astrology level, Chiron represents those minority group, those people who get hurt by authority, by society, or by the culture. When Chiron in Aries, it indicates hurt and healing, usually coming from some Aries theme. It is about identity, about the relationship, about gender, male, female, and about sex orientation. And the Aries sign is cardinal, so it also gives us some idea how we heal ourselves or how we heal society during this time. Aries is a fire sign, so it suggests could be heal ourselves through action, through self-manifestation, cooperation, and competition. So let's go back to 100 years ago. When Chiron moved into Aries in 1918, there was the first wave of feminism movement, and it became very active and progressed. This first wave of a feminist movement become very important during Chiron in Aries. For example, that representation of People Act 1918 granted women who were 30 years old or above with her own property and the right of the suffrage. Before that, women have very little right in the society. They have depend on their husband, and they even couldn't vote. So this was the Chiron moving to Aries, and the change the society, because I think women is the biggest minority group in our society. Although we always say male and female equal, and we have maybe the similar number of men and women, but in our society, in our culture, women usually have very little political power, or usually when we work, and female have more disadvantage in our society. And I think also another things happened during that time. It was the first woman who take her seat in the House of Commons. It was Nancy Astor. She been elected and then take her seat in the 1st December of 1919. This is a big significant event when Chiron was in Aries. It brings the kind of improve of equality between male and female. Very interestingly, 50 years after, it was the second wave of feminist movement, and this time we are fighting for the right in the working place, and we're still fighting. So this movement, we see people desire in the equal power and equal pay, and to fight not be discriminated by our own gender between male and female. Another gender issue was another group of people suffer the inequality. It was the same-sex marriage equality movement that started from the 1968. In the 1968, in June, in New York, Stonewall riot happened, and then it was an important event for homosexuality equality movement. And then it happened in the 1968 in June. A year after, those people grouped together, walk on the street to protest, and this became a very, very first gay pride. So the LGBTI community are also very, very related to Chiron in Aries, usually with like a discrimination or our sexual orientation. So let's come back to now. What do we hear from news recently? You probably learned that from the news that they revealed a huge pay gap in the BBC between male and female. It became a news, a huge news. And also, have you heard about Trump trying to ban the transgender service in US military? All these things is a through a hint what we're going to experience for next 9 years, because when Chiron move into Aries, this kind of issue in our society about inequality because of gender, because of a sexual orientation, I think will be more and more what comes out, and people will try to fight for their own right. Aries is a fire sign and a cardinal sign. This also suggests maybe the hurtful event could be through the action, competition, and usually more aggressive. But don't forget, it also suggests we can heal ourselves by taking the action to protect ourselves. This means for the next 9 years, when we face the injustice, inequality, maybe we have to stand out for ourselves and take the action. Fight for yourself. Are you ready for this? Thank you for listening to this topic. I'm Chang, and from the September of 2017, we have our foundation course started, and here is our website. Please visit our website and following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you very much.